They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. My goodness, look at this picture. A devastated, gutted Brad Gushue after a last rock defeat. His Olympic trials are over. We've got a lot to talk about. Christmas came early today for Team Jacobs and Team Homan. They're directly into the final. The playoff picture is set. Welcome back inside Scotiabank Centre. Devin Haru for Rock Channel. Like I said, we are getting a clear picture of the playoffs scenarios here. Let's talk about it. On the men's side, it's going to be Team Dunstone against Team McEwen. On the women's side, Team Einarson against Team Black. But everybody talking about Brad Gushue's last rock. He was just unable to make a triple for the win. He's out of the Olympic trials. It was an emotional send-off here as a crowd roared as he left the ice, and then we asked him what he wanted to say to the fans. Brad, always incredible perspective from you in these moments, whether you win or lose, and you've had a lot of both of them through your career. You've always said you're playing with house money at this point of your career. So maybe just some words to some fans who are going to be disappointed with you being out of this event, but just, what you would say to them in this moment and what this Olympic trials has been like for you.
Yeah, I'd just say thank you for all the support. You guys heard the crowd roars for us all throughout the week. It's been amazing. It's been, I appreciate it. I'm not as good at showing my appreciation as I'd like to be, and I can't put into good enough words how much it does mean to me. But I would love to be playing tomorrow or Friday, but there's a few better teams here this week that probably deserved it more than we did.
To that point, coming into this, not many people were giving you guys a chance, and you did seem to find a completely different gear. What are you going to take away just about how you guys rallied this week and really put up a fight that I don't think many people expected, quite frankly, from you, Brad?
I think when the motivation is there for all of us and the drive, I think we still have it in us. I think, if there's one thing we can take it from this week, we do have it in us. We've got to get into these situations a little bit more often so we get more comfortable in it. But other than that, we have a lot of talent on this team. We have a lot of experience. So that bodes well going into the Brier if we can clean up some stuff and just get just a little bit better. But, I really felt like we gave ourselves a chance this week. And, the games that we lost, we could have easily won with a shot here or there. And it just wasn't meant to be this week. And I think that last shot was probably an epitome of it. It's just, we threw it well and just didn't make it. It was just, it's frustrating.
Classy stuff as always from Gushue. Of course, Jacobs 6-1 through the round robin. First place, feeling good. Wanted to win this one going into the finals on a winning note.
I think what we're most excited for is the fact that we can rest up and we don't play for a little while and, see how the semifinal goes, see how the ice reacts in the playoffs. It was a little different tonight. It was pretty tough out there with the frost. So we'll get to see all that, and we'll have some good conversations and just be refreshed and ready to go for the finals.
Just to the point about this meaning something to you, I mean, you did have the opportunity to eliminate Brad Gushue here tonight. Was that something you talked about? Because he's somebody that once he gets into late in the bonspiel can be lethal.
Absolutely. You said it. They can be lethal. He can be lethal. He's been that way the majority of the last 10 years, but a lot in his career. And anytime you have an opportunity to eliminate a great team like that, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. We played great tonight. We had a really great day. I think this was our best day that we've had as a team in terms of performance and executing since we've been here, and that bodes well moving into the finals.
Thank you. So it was a relatively relaxed night for Brad Jacobs and his team. That was not the case for McEwen and Dunstone. McEwen winning the must-win game to advance to the playoffs, and then Matt Dunstone had to wait around, hope for Cooey to lose, hope for Gushue to lose. That's exactly what happened. And so McEwen wins this one on the closing night. Now they have to reset and play in the semifinal. Let's hear from both of them, starting with McEwen and then Dunstone, who we interviewed before he knew his fate.
I haven't had that confidence or belief till now this season. You mentioned that last trials, and I had the semi and final are two best games of my career. Even though we didn't win, still had two. So I know I can do it, but I didn't have that this year till now. I've been battling through, recovering from surgery and just not feeling right. And I got physio every day here. It's great. We've been uncovering layers of. There's a reason why I got injured. You got to find all the symptoms, right? You got to peel back the layers, and we've uncovered some things. So actually, I feel the best I've felt in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta grab it by the horns and run with it. I mean, do we necessarily deserve the chance at this point? A lot could argue no, and it would be hard for me to argue back at them. But there is that chance there. We'll have to sit back, wait and see, how the next two ends go in that game. Again, not fun to watch, but it's what we're gonna do. And you know what? If we get this opportunity, we're just gonna leave it all out there tomorrow.
So that's a story on the men's side of the draw. On the women's side of the draw, Team Homan, the favorites coming in. Maybe some questions when they lost to Skurlik, but then they got on a roll, defeating Team Einarson in a game that decided first place. So they are into the bye. They've been in finals before. Let's hear what the skipper and third had to say after clinching first. Rachel, there's been so much winning for you over the last couple of years, but I wonder on this journey with everything at stake, what you're learning about yourself and this team throughout this trials.
Yeah, I mean, we've had so much experience in so many different situations and scenarios, and I think it's just all building and giving us more momentum and more confidence moving forward. We make a mistake, we know we're going to nail the next one. So, we're out there supporting each other, and we're giving it our all out here, for us, for our family, our friends, for everyone cheering us on. We're doing our absolute best.
How would you describe this journey to this final?
Yeah, years of work. A lot of work has gone into it for sure, and we just tried to do our best to prepare as best as we could heading in, and I think we're happy with where we're at, yeah.
This is a battle-hardened team that is full of players who have played an Olympic trials final. What did you learn in yours?
Oh, that's a good question. I think just not being... playing not to be afraid to lose kind of thing, just going out there being brave, just throwing shots to make them, and if you lose, it'll be okay. Yeah, we know that. So yeah, we're just gonna come out and try to play our best.
Homan directly to the final. Einarson trying to find out who she was going to play. It was a chaotic scene here. So Sturmay wins. She's hoping other teams lose to advance. Then Team Black wins. So she's now having to wait, agonizing wait, to figure out if Team Laws could win. And Caitlin Laws delivering a run back for the win. Celebration for Team Black, devastation for Laws and Sturmay. They're out. And it really was a joyous scene for Christina Black and her team. Let's take a listen to what the Nova Scotia skip had to say about advancing to the playoffs.
We knew we might start 0-2, but don't let that get down. We know we're a good team. We have so much fight in us and so much resilience. That's our motto. We do not give up,
Would you want to play you right now?
Not with this crowd cheering us on. That's awesome. Yeah.
Christina, I can't help with everything that has gone on this week. There is more emotion to all of this win. You could feel it in the building today. Just take us through this moment for you on this stage, considering everything that's happened.
Well, you know, we came into today, we knew we could just control ourselves, and we had to do everything we could do, win our game, and hope things worked out. But we also knew there's this new curling god up there, and you always say you pray to the curling gods. Well, we got a great, like the best one up there now who's on our side. So it's like, you know, she's doing everything she can, and we'll just go and leave it all out there like she would. You know, she's a fighter. She doesn't give up her whole career, her whole life. So we're like, we can do this. Yeah.
Well, certainly quite a story. Christina Black obviously talking about Colleen Jones, still on the hearts and minds of so many people here. Okay, fans, we are into the final 6. 3 women's teams, 3 men's teams, Olympic spots on the line. Note the start time for the women's semifinal, 1 p.m. Atlantic, noon Eastern. Team Black versus Team Einarson. The winner takes on Homan in the best-of-3 final. And then 7 p.m. Atlantic time, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is McEwen versus Dunstone, with the winner taking on Brad Jacobs in the men's best-of-3 final. Buckle up.